Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll open everything up of course. I'm going to show you my Chanel handbags and I'm going to tell you which one of these bags I would repurchase at the current price. There's only really one that I would repurchase at the current price, and let's just get into it. So I've got a bunch of my bags sitting out. I intentionally did not take them all out and set them up all perfectly because I know some of you are interested in seeing how I store my bags. This is exactly how I do it. Inside the dust bag, this is the old, beautiful original dust bag that's a really soft microfiber with Coco Chanel, the illustration of Coco by Karl Lagerfeld on the front. This has since been removed, which I think is a shame. The fabric material has also changed. It's a little bit more rough now. So these are the dust cloths that the bag came with, and I just asked my sales associate to leave them. So I use that to kind of buffer in between the flaps, especially here with this zipper pull. It can really indent, and the chains as well can indent, so it's kind of nice to have a little bit of that buffer in between. So here is my medium classic flap in the beige Claire. Here is my Chanel wallet on chain in the filigree with the beige and black trim. This one here is my jumbo, and it's the single flap with the flat CC hardware, which I absolutely love. And it's just stuffed at the moment, so the chains pull out. And I've just got the original dust bag, some bubble paper, and inside I have this here, which is, I think this one, oh gosh, this one is from Samorga. It's basically just an organizer, and it keeps the structure, because if you know, this discontinued version with the single flap, it can get a little bit squished over time if you don't take good care of it, because it doesn't have that second flap to protect it, so it's not going to be as structured. Also, if you see on the secondhand market, a lot of the single flap jumbos are really pointy up top here. That is from improper storage and also from overpacking the bag too heavy, and then it pulls up the flap. I bought this pre-loved from an Instagram reseller, and I'm super happy because when I found this, I was like, this is mint condition. Plus the price, you guys, was less than the price of a mini flap today, much less. So, and this is now going for retail $11,000 with the recent price increase. I did a whole video on that. If you missed it, I will link it up above. So that goes here, and then let me grab this one. So this is another Chanel wallet on chain. This is exactly how I store it inside the dust bag. The reason why I don't store this one, by the way, in the dust bag is because the dust bag is black. Only the classic flaps come with white dust bags. Everything else is black. And if you didn't know, a black dust bag can actually color transfer onto lighter bags. So I never store my lighter bags in dark dust bags. So this sits out on my shelf inside my closet just like this. The same for my minis. I don't put them inside their black dust bags for that exact reason. So this one is the black caviar with the silver hardware. Opens like this. Kept the dust cloth. You guys know the story, but really quickly if you missed it, I purchased this in brand new condition, but from Fashion File a few years ago because I couldn't find this in the boutiques. I had even called Chanel client service, and they said that there was none available in this color combo anywhere in the States. And I thought, really? And I waited months and months, kept visiting the boutiques, and it was nowhere to be found. So when I found this in new condition with the sticker attached, the tags attached, full set, everything, on Fashion File, I snatched it up. It was about $50 or $70 less than retail. So I got a deal, not a major deal, but I got a deal. Let me just see this. 24 series. Okay. So it's got the burgundy lining, and I should mention also, I have a base shaper inside my walks at all times. So this one is from MBoutique. It's an Australian-based company. I always have a promo code down below in my description box. I know you can make something like this with your own hands, you know, DIY. I'm just not a DIY kind of gal. So I got it. It was only like 25 bucks or something. It takes a little bit of time for shipping, but everyone I've recommended this to really loves it, because without this, you guys, the walk is pretty flat and it feels like it wouldn't hold a lot of your items, doesn't feel very structured. It's kind of smushed, but once you put this in, it's such a simple idea, but it's a total game changer. I've talked about this for years. and it really just opens up the bag quite nicely on the sides. Some of you have asked me over the years if the base shaper damages the leather in any way. No, it does not. Does it cause problems if you store the bag with it in? No, it does not. I've been storing it with the base shaper the whole time. It sounds like I'm doing a commercial for the base shapers, but I'm not. This is not sponsored, of course. Here's another one. So if you're interested, you can check out my description box below. I think I have a 10% promo code. So there we go. This is the new version with the magnetic closure, and the black one is the original with the snap closure. And this is not as easy because you have to see what you're doing, but I actually really love the original one. So there we go. Let's move this over, and then I've got my square mini, and this is the gold from the 21p collection, and I just have all my tissue paper in here, and it's just beautiful. This is usually my date night bag. And then of course this gorgeous, I call it chai latte. It's my favorite drink also, but it's a caramel brown color, also from the 21p collection. Light gold hardware, I should have mentioned. Lambskin, so soft. This is how I keep it. This tissue paper came with the bag, so I keep it inside. And voila. And the last one in the back, you might be wondering why this dust bag looks like this. I actually bought this separately. I got this from ZOOMONI, actually. I didn't buy it. They sent it to me as a sample because they had just released it. And you guys know I'm a huge fan of ZOOMONI. So they reached out and they were like, we're just launching these dust bags. Would you be interested? So they sent me this to try out, and I really like it. So I got this vintage medium classic flap from Fashion File a few years ago, and it came with the Fashion File dust bag but not the Chanel dust bag, and I was fine with that because I was really more concerned with the quality, the right price, and then making sure the serial sticker is completely intact, which it is, as well as the authenticity card. So I got everything I wanted, and I didn't really care about the dust bag. But when ZOOMONI reached out and they mentioned that they came out with this dust bag, it's really soft and plush, it's microfiber, and it's got this pocket. So you saw what I did. I store this every day inside my closet just like this, and then I actually flip the chains over and I tuck them into this little pocket here, because you don't want the chains to like dig in. And then that's pretty much it. I know that some people, I also have a promo code for ZOOMONI. I don't get anything for this, guys. I never get anything if you use my promo code, so you can just check my description. I'm just letting you know if you want to save money. But I know some people who actually pull their chains. Whoops, oh, I have this, the dust cloth. This is from a different bag, but I just use it to protect in between the flaps here so the chain doesn't rub. But I know people who pull this through, they stick it in, and then they close it, and that's how they store it. And that, in my mind, is a big no-no. Sometimes they do that in the boutiques as well. But at least in the boutiques, it's all wrapped with tissue paper. So I feel like then all the leather is protected. But when you do this at home and it's not protected, the chains can absolutely indent the leather and leave marks. But also, if you do it only on one side and not the other, it's going to make for a crooked flap over time, where one side is lifted and the other is not, and that's going to create symmetry issues. So I don't really like to do that, but then again, I'm pretty OCD about a lot of things. So this video is not about storage and care, but somehow it has turned into that. Here I have some, this is the dust bag from something else. I feel like mixed and matched dust bags. I feel like maybe from my jumbo, or maybe this is, I don't know. Guys, I should probably organize all my dust bags in boxes one day. So, all right, now I've got them all out. And to get to the actual point of this video, I had said I would do a video talking about if I could only keep one Chanel bag from here, which one it would be. And now I've changed the sort of title of the video to if I could repurchase one of these bags at the current price, which one it would be, because the answer is the same for both questions. So I figured I'd just answer them all in one video. Which one is it? Which one is it? I know that some of you are thinking it must be the jumbo, because this is, if you know my whole story and the journey and how much I waited for this and how I was disciplined and all of that when I was younger, this kind of represents something for me. It's a little bit more symbolic, but after all, it's a bag at the end of the day, so I don't get too sentimental about these items. So even though there's more of a story behind this, this is not the bag I would actually keep if I could only keep one. Yeah, believe it or not. And this is definitely not the one I would repurchase at the current price. Current price, once again, is $11,000 today with the recent price increase. No, I would not purchase this for $11,000. No, I don't wear it enough to justify it. And yeah, no, I'm not paying $11,000 for the jumbo. So then you might think it's the vintage because the vintage is so special. It's just so, I don't know. I feel like vintage is just really gorgeous, and this sheen. And I always say this is by far the softest lambskin bag that I own. And I just feel like, well, it's my one and only vintage also. So, and I hunted for this. So there's definitely like a gratifying feeling associated with this bag, especially after having quality issues with other classic flaps from the boutiques. And then finally landing on this, I was really satisfied. Got a great price on it. But this would also not be the one. Yeah, this would not be the one. And I wouldn't purchase it again in the boutique brand new for $10,200. That's what it's going for, the medium size. This one here is also the medium size. I got this when it was $6,800. I feel like just the other day, it felt like not that long ago, but now it's $10,200, which is wow. But no, I don't think I would pay 5 figures for this right now either. The minis are adorable, you guys know. This one is one of my daughter's favorite bags. It's so shimmery and gorgeous. The camera is not doing it justice. When you hold it up against the sunlight, oh my gosh, and there's not much sunlight happening right now. It is so, so shimmery and beautiful. And this is like my color. You guys know, if you know my wardrobe and my preferences, this is my color. And I jumped through hoops to get this. I was like one of the first in line to get it and finally was able to add this to my collection, and I just feel like the mini is so perfect. So I can go on and on, but I've got 2 walks, and I actually had a third walk, which I've since sold. It was the rainbow iridescent metallic one in the 2.55 reissue style. Beautiful work of art, just not wearable for me, so I let it go. But I basically had 3 walks at one time, so I think that's very telling. If I had to only keep one and had to get rid of all of these other ones, it would be this one. This is a no-brainer for me. It's a no-brainer. When I got this black walk especially, I feel like this is a little bit more fun. It's seasonal and it pops a bit, but this is the one I would keep. This is the one I would choose all over again. When I bought this one, I remember saying on my channel, now I'm done. Like not like I'm done, but I've checked the box. I feel like I've got my Chanel. And I said I would be happy with just this one. And then, of course, I went down the slippery slope and kept going. But this does it for me because this can be casual. I wear this very casually crossbody. I also wear this for evenings and date nights and formal events. I've shown in other videos so many times how this is so versatile. You can use this as a clutch. Okay? You can use this as a crossbody strap, or a crossbody bag, I should say, long. You can also put it on one shoulder. You can also wrap it around and put it on a short shoulder, which I think is gorgeous. This is how I wore it recently. You can also pull this through gingerly. You don't want to scrape the sides with the leather, but you can pull this through and have it doubled. It's so cute. You can even do 3. Yes, you can do 3. Let me see if I can show you. And then use it as a little top handle. And I know people are finicky or fussy about doing this and worried about the leather, but I've had this bag for years now, and I'm not babying it, but I'm also not going to be super rough with it. It's fine to do this. It's fine. You can play around with it, and I think that's the beauty of this little walk. It's so versatile. Black, I feel like, goes with everything. If you're more of a color person, then go for a pop of color. Here, let me close this up so you can see the actual. Okay. Look at this. How cute is this? You can put this in the crook of your arm like so. I feel like it looks like jewelry. You can dangle it. And it's small, but It's very well nicely configured. It's got this pocket here. It's got a zippered compartment here. You don't need a wallet. You can put your cards and cash inside here if you want to. You can slip something in here as well. You've got card slots on the back side, so you can add more there. Pull this out. I've shown this before. You've got this really cool kind of hidden pocket almost, but it goes all the way down to the very, very bottom of the bag. So you can hide whatever you want to hide in here. Passports will fit down there, so it's secure if you want to travel. I think this bag is it, and I know this went up in price. I talked about this in my recent price increase video. Went up by about $400, so it went from $29.50 to $33.50. That's about a 14% increase. But if I didn't own any Chanel and I wanted one Chanel bag in my collection and that was going to be it, yes, it would be this one, and yes, I would pay the current price of $33.50 and I would get it because I know how much I use this. So sometimes we debate, is it worth it? Is it worth it? And I think the question should really be, how much are you going to use it? Because if you use it a lot and you enjoy it, then it's worth it. If you're not going to get use out of it and it's just sitting in your shelf or in your closet, then it's a waste of money because you got it for no reason, right? So for me, it's about wearability and usability. And this I could see myself wearing pretty much forever. So I have a couple of things I'll show you quickly. I've done so many reviews on this bag and I've done comparisons with other bags, but just in case you're curious, I've got a bunch of stuff here. So this is my key pouch. My keys are in here. This is my old iPhone 7 Plus. I've just been using it to demonstrate since I am currently filming with my new phone. So my new phone is an iPhone 13 Pro Max. This is a 7 Plus. They're essentially the same size with the case, fits fine. So even if you have the biggest phone, you'll be fine. Here's a hand lotion, okay. Here's a lipstick, okay. Here's a card holder if you want to. This is like super easy. If you wanted to be a little bit creative and move some stuff around, look, no bulging, hold on, it's folded here, okay. The base shaper helps a lot. If you wanted to put the cards in the slots or in the zipper and you didn't want to use it like this, you can pull out your card holder. Let's say you don't need, I don't know, everything, or you're going to do like a smaller, slimmer lipstick. Yeah, you could take that out. You can even squeeze your sunglasses in here. Yes, I have done that. Sunglasses or glasses if you wear. This too can, if you don't mind squeezing it in the front. I've done that as well if you need more space over here, but then it'll make it a little bit more bulky. Kind of more of a box. But this one, yeah, I mean, I know some of you are not into walks because you need more room. So if that's the case, then I don't think this will be for you. But if you are kind of a bare essentials, sort of a minimalist in terms of what you carry day to day, and you want something versatile that you can dress up or down and wear with pretty much every and any outfit in my mind, this is it. This is it. And if you think about all the other mini bags out there from other brands, even with the new price, $33.50, I mean, it's a lot. But if you compare it to other brands, Louis Vuitton, Celine, Gucci, you know, it's still somewhat comparable, right? And it's all leather. You can get it in caviar or lambskin. I don't know. I think I paid like $24.50 at the time because it was going for about $2,500 retail. And as I mentioned, it was just a little bit below retail, the price that I paid. So, you know, it's a big jump from then to now, but still, I would get this again. That is my honest answer, and the same answer for if I could only keep one of these, which one would it be? The walk. Let me know what your answer would be if you own Chanel bags, or even if you don't own Chanel bags, if you've been thinking about it, what would be the one that checks your box and that's it? I'm really curious to know. Leave me a comment down below. So give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you are new to my channel and you like this type of content, I would love for you to subscribe and join our community. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.